Welcome back to the Treehouse Mates Old Head Gaming here, and of course, we are 23 days away from the launch of Evil Dead the game. And today we're doing a viewer-requested video for 2009's Drag Me to Hell. Of course, if you like the content, drop a like and a comment below. I do answer all my comments, and of course, I make viewer-requested videos like we're doing today. So if you have an idea as we make our march to the launch of Evil Dead the game, just drop them in the comments. And of course, smash that subscribe button for all Evil Dead content. And if you're looking for a community to join and be part of that focuses on this game, I'll drop my Discord link in the description below. So we're going to talk about 2009's return to horror for Evil Dead Grand Poobah, Sam Raimi. And of course, a lot of people have argued back and forth whether this is actually a canonical movie to start with. It's never really been determined by Sam whether it is or is not in the Evil Dead universe. And some people have called it Evil Dead 4 for a long time. And we're going to go under the pretense that it is indeed in the Evil Dead universe. And based on what we've learned, we now know that there's really 4 different types of classes, and we'll break that down a lot more in tomorrow's Heroes Breakdown video. But I feel like there's 2 characters that could go into the hero category, and there's 2 characters that could go into demon category. So we're going to break those down. And for those of you who have never seen Drag Me to Hell, I'm going to give a little bit of information just to kind of fill in some gaps, and then we'll talk about those main characters. Now, to break it down, our main character is Christine Brown. She's from a Midwest farm town. She grew up in the country. She moved to the city to be a, loan officer, and she's fighting for her promotion as an assistant manager of the bank she works at. Now she's going up against this sleazeball who's that she's training, but like trying to buddy up and bribe the manager for the job. And so Christine then gets told by her manager, played by David Paymer, that she has to be able to make the hard choices. That's what's holding her back from clutching this promotion. And so she decides she's going to do it when she has an opportunity. And of course, it presents itself with her next client, who is the character Sylvia Ganush, who is an old gypsy lady who's getting kicked out of her house after her second exemption has passed, and she's looking for a third one so that way she can try to catch up on her bills and keep her home. So in her mind, Christine's like, I gotta be hardcore, I gotta show I make the tough decisions, it is the right call to do, and she decides to deny her getting another one. At that point, Sylvia begs for forgiveness, and of course Christine denies her, and she feels shamed, and leads to a very Evil Dead-esque battle inside of Christine's car. I mean, there's staplers, there's bricks, you name it. It is very Evil Dead. You have dentures flying, and of course, Sylvia wins, and then in turn curses the button, gives it back to her, and the movie really picks up from there. And so basically what you have is 2 characters on the survivor side or hero side, however you want to look at it, that could really be part of this. And the first one obviously is Christine. Now, Christine is our hero, and she goes from being demure and trying to be nice to everyone to just kind of being badass. And we see her basically doing, sacrificing animals, hitting people with shovels, fighting with a machete, using an ice skate as a weapon. Like, she gets hardcore. And I believe it's very clear that if she were to be added to the game, she would probably most likely be the first female warrior, and she fits greatly into that class, and very melee based and pretty much no ranged, and she's not using like ranged weapons. She's just getting up close and personal and right into that grill. Like, she does not care. Like the scene when she's fighting the corpse of Ganush inside of her car and then into the graveyard, she doesn't care. She's gonna get in there and give it to her, and that's exactly what a warrior class should do. Now, it's also possible that another character could be a hero as well, and that would be Ramjas. Ramjas is the psychic medium who Christine meets right after she gets cursed by Ganush, and he would very well fit into the support class. He exempts, cognition beyond human capabilities. You watch him just push the Lamia out of the possessed body during the seance, and that kind of leads to believe that he would be a perfect support Survivor based on what was shown in the film. And I feel like that is very much a possibility for those two on the hero side. Now, there's also two possibilities on the Kandarian Demon side. Now, the obvious choice for Drag Me to Hell Kandarian Demon would be the menacing supernatural threat of the film, and that's the Lamia. That is the basically demon watchdog that the gypsies have, and when they activate the curse, they're the one that come in 72 hours to literally drag their opponent to hell. And it's a kind of like a minotaur goat man, super tall. Like, you see him in shadows a lot. He's like 6 to 7 feet tall, claws, goat feet, so he walks on his hooves, and a lot of mind games, a lot of ability to get inside of Christine's head. He's clearly inside the head of the boy before in the opening scene before he drags him to hell. It would be a perfect fit for the puppeteer class and give you someone to go along with Elagos, who shows very similar abilities, very similar kind of approach to attacking their opponent. You could make an argument that Sylvia Ganush could also end up as a commander, because even though she starts out as a live person in the movie, she dies the first day of the curse. After that, it's pretty much post-mortem Deadite-esque battling with her and Christine. She comes after her in her dream. She tries to attack her in the work shed, where she shoves her fist into her mouth. Like, she possesses her handkerchief, which he then uses to try to like crash her car. And of course, there's the body fight inside the grave. And I could easily see her being paired with Henrietta as a commander type killer. And that makes a lot of sense in the Kandarian Demon approach that they've shown so far in this game. And of course, we're going to dive more into those classes tomorrow. We're going to talk about every class that's available on the Survivor/Hero side and who you can choose from them at launch for Evil Dead Thursday. And of course, thank you for watching, and later, mates.